Hi, everybody. I wanted to invite you today to learn a very simple practice. It comes from traditional Chinese medicine. It's called a Qigong warm-up. So Qigong is like yoga from the East Indian Ayurvedic tradition. In China, Qigong simply means energy movement. And so with this energy movement practice, we can feel less cranky, more energy, more awake, and less pain. And my favorite thing about it is that it's so simple. It can be done in as little as 5 minutes. So my name is Dr. Andrea Renee, and I'm a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, and I specialize in teaching people how to design their own ideal lifestyle so that they can become their own medicine. So I'm inviting you today to become your own medicine and have this 5-minute practice that you can pull out whenever you like, whenever you're tired and dragging, whenever you've been sitting or standing too long, whenever you feel not quite awake, if you wake up in the morning and you feel tired and groggy, if you've been driving for a while. It's just a few minutes and it can make a huge difference. And one of the cool things about this Qigong warm-up is that it's a literal warm-up in the sense that it gets our blood circulation going, which is one of the ways it's raising our energy, delivering all of that vital oxygen and nutrients to all of our cells so that we can be animated, we can be alive. Another thing that's so cool about it is when we do this practice, we are also activating our lymphatic system, which is absolutely vital for clearing out inflammation. So inflammation has been highly researched as the root cause of all of the diseases, like heart disease, for example, that kills us. And so we want to prevent that. We want to prevent inflammation. It not only is a root cause of all disease because inflammation does not conduct electricity. We are an electricity factory. We are having chemical reactions in our cells with oxygen and nutrients like B vitamins to make the electricity that animates us, and it has to move through our whole body so all of our cells can keep making these chemical reactions that drive all of our organ function to make things like hormones, make things like natural endorphin mood lifter painkillers. And so we need to help our body reduce inflammation to keep this electrical flow inside of us going, to drive all of our function in our whole body. And also, when we clear out the inflammation and we deliver that vital electricity to every part of our body, we reduce pain. Because one of the ways to understand what pain is in our body physiologically, it's like a 10-car pileup on a freeway. So this electricity, vital oxygen and blood flow, vital nutrients and blood flow, and inflammatory fluids and body fluids cannot move. They're all jammed up, all piled up in the area that hurts. So it's like an SOS from our cells. Nothing's moving. It's as if the garbage truck never comes to the neighborhood. How would our neighborhood function? How would we like living there? So that's what we want to do with this simple Qigong warm-up practice. We're going to activate our lymphatic system that clears out all of the waste products from all of our cellular metabolism and really makes us able to conduct this electricity when all of the waste products and inflammation is out of the way. We feel vitalized. We feel amazing, energetic. Without the pain, we feel light and easy in our steps. So I want you to experience this for yourselves now. So this Qigong warm-up, I'm going to stand up because this is for the whole body. We're going to wake our whole body up in just 5 minutes. So let's see how easy it is. So think about a time when this would be good for you. Maybe when you're getting out of bed in the morning. Are you stiff and achy when you get out of bed from laying down so long? We really can be. We get that 10-car pileup in our body. Our circulation slowed down. Things haven't been moving as we've been laying in the same way. Same idea when we've been sitting for a long time. Maybe we've been working at a desk and we've been sitting for a long time, or we've been driving in a car, or we've been standing for a long time in lines at certain businesses like the supermarket, the bank, or the post office, or maybe we've been standing a long time because that's involved in some of our work. So we want to clear out that traffic jam, clear out that 10-car pileup, get everything moving again, get rid of the pain, get our energy back, bring ourselves back to a better state. So this is a tool that you can use in minutes a day, anytime as needed, to change your state from feeling stuck in having tiredness, fatigue, cranky mood, achiness, body aches, any kind of pain. You can turn to this in just 2 to 5 minutes. You can do this Qigong warm-up. So we're going to stand up right now. I'm going to move back so you can see my whole body. So from a standing position here, we are going to start this Qigong warm-up. And it starts nice and easy. We are just simply going to turn, and we have a soft fist. We're just twisting at the waist. So my feet are shoulder width apart. Straight down from my shoulders, you see my feet. And my feet are not going to move. They're standing parallel to each other. I'm going to roll my shoulders back. You can imagine that you have a coat hanger going through your head into your shoulders. We're going to roll back and hang. Now the other thing that we're doing is that we are pointing our tailbone down and pulling our pelvis up. So if I stand over here against the white wall and I turn to the side, if I stand regularly, my knees are straight, and also I'm leaning forward a little bit. So I want to stand with my knees slightly bent, and I am going to tilt my pelvis up. So you see, standing regularly, and then knees bent, tilting the pelvis up, tailbone points down. So tilting pelvis up, tailbone points down. And I'm rolling my shoulders back. Because my knees are slightly bent, and it's slightly, it doesn't have to be more than about a ½ inch bent. So you don't have to go all the way down here. That's going to put strain on your knees. We want to avoid that. So it's just a slight bend in the knees. But that allows these quadricep muscles to work and hold our whole body weight up. And when we tilt our pelvis up and point our tailbone down, we relax all the muscles in our lower back that may be achy, tight, and spasm. What's great about this pose, this is called a Wuji stance or horse stance. It's used in martial arts. You can stand this way for a long time because these are the strongest, largest muscles in our body. These quadriceps are tough. And so they can easily hold our body weight for a long time. And it allows our lower back to relax. You'll feel that the curvature in your lower back becomes flat. So instead of having the curve in the back when we're standing regularly, when we bend the knees, tilt the tailbone down and pelvis up, my back became flat. I'm holding my jacket up so you can see that. So all of these muscles could totally relax in my lower back. And I can roll my shoulders back. And as I said, with that image of the hanger from the top of our head through our shoulders, we can just let our body literally hang loose. We don't have to hold our stomach in, so we can relax it out. And then we're just gonna have soft fists. So just a soft fist, not super tight, just soft. Because what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn in this angle again now for you. So you can see from this horse stance position, we're just gonna do a twist. So my lower legs, my feet don't move. And I'm just letting my soft fist just lightly tap my lower body. And if I lift my elbows up a little bit, then I can get my torso. And then if I bend them all the way, I can go up to my chest. I'm going to turn around so you can see as I turn, I'm just tapping my back as I turn. So we get to loosen up the waist this way. And then now, after we've done that, we're going to start here at the abdomen. So this is right below our belly button, and we're going to come out to the side. And we're going to spend a little more time here under the arm, because for the lymphatic system, there are clusters of lymph nodes where everything in our arm drains out under our arm in that cluster of lymph nodes. So you see, I went to the top of my hand and the wrist, and I'm coming down the arm, and I'm going under the arm again, and then I turn my hand up so that I can come to my hand. Now we don't have to hit hard, just a light tap, that's all we need, if any type of pressure, so there's no wrong way to tap. This will really help to relieve the inflammatory pain that we have and get rid of stiffness and tightness. So I spent a little more time on my shoulder here on these knots, because that's where they usually come up when our neck and shoulders get tight from all of the computer use and driving. So here, tapping on the chest and down to the side. We got that whole side. So now we want to do the other side. So from the abdomen up under the arm, and then we go up on the shoulder, down the arm to the top of the hand. We can turn the hand face up and come down and around again, and come under the underarm again. And then come here in the chest. So when these chest muscles, these pectoral muscles get tight, they pull our whole body forward, and that can create the neck and the shoulder pain and down into the rhomboids, which are the muscles that are behind our shoulder blades. So this is a nice way to release the upper back. Even if it's harder for us to reach around and get down behind our shoulders, we're still helping ourselves by releasing the partner muscle, these pectoral muscles in the front. When these get more relaxed, they'll stop pulling on our upper back between our shoulder blades. So now we want to go down. So you see, I'm going here down the center of my legs, all the way down to my feet. Now see, how flexible are you? It doesn't matter. If you need to bend your knees to reach your feet, that's okay. If you have more flexibility, you can go down to your feet, that's okay too. We just want to meet our flexibility wherever it is each day, and it will expand. So the magic's in the repetition on this practice. We become more flexible, a better circulation, less traffic jams in our body long term. So we want to spend some time here on the lower back that usually gets tight, and going down into our hips and thighs, so along the back of our legs, and then out on the sides of our legs. And then we can land back here, back in our abdomen. And now to finish this off, after we tapped everywhere we could reach, we want to go ahead and just shake it out. So this is a little bounce that I'm doing. I'm just bending my ankles a little bit, bending my knees a little bit. This gives a great massage to all of our inner organs, nice and easy. And then we can add the upper body into it. So there's no wrong way to bounce and shake, just like the tapping. There's no wrong way to do acupressure and do a self-massage. And we can get some really nice tension release from this, and we can feel energized and more relaxed after. So just go ahead and shake it out. Hands to, head and neck to. then slow it down. We can do a few shoulder rolls, 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction, opening up those shoulders. And now we're back. So note, how do you feel? Do you feel a little bit more awake, a little bit more mental clarity, a little bit looser, a little bit lighter, less tension? It just took a few minutes. Took me longer to explain how it works and why we need it than to actually do it. That's what's so cool. So I invite you to look at, when can you add this in as a habit? So our quality of life is made by our habits. I like to call it mind-body mastery in minutes a day. This is minutes a day mastery here of our mind and body. So we can create the best quality of life for ourselves by taking these minutes a day and having these mind-body practices in our self-care toolbox. So I invite you to add this into your self-care toolbox and experience your quality of life go up as you use this on a regular basis to energize, to stop pain, to bring you back to this best ideal state of being where we're more capable and happier too. So I invite you to ask me any questions and share your experience as well. As you are on this journey, the longer we do a mind-body practice, the more and more it delivers for us. The less and less tension we have building up, some of our normal aches and pains just go away entirely and they don't come back, or they don't stay as long, or they're not at all as intense anymore. So it really is just simple. It's minutes a day. It's free. It's just us checking in to see what our body is saying. It's asking for attention and for us to respond in a positive way. So now you're empowered, you have this tool. I invite you to check in with yourself and use it and enjoy a better quality of life. So I will see you next time as we build your toolbox together.